What's up guys, Bradley Overrated here, and it is time to do our top 10 games of 2018! Yeah, baby! I am so pumped. I really did enjoy 2018. Lots of good games. But before I get in, there are two things I want to mention. The first thing is Red Dead Redemption 2 will not be on this list. It's not because I haven't played the game, it's because I haven't played enough of the game to make a judgment. I'm certain if I had finished it, it would be on here though. And the second thing is, just bear in mind, this is one guy. I haven't played all of the games out there. I'm sorry, I didn't play games like Spider-Man or Monster Hunter World. So keep that in mind as I make this list. That's why some of those games aren't on there. Let's jump in. Starting us off, guys, at number 10 is the game Moss, a PlayStation VR game. You play as a rodent bent on destroying the world. Okay, maybe not, okay, but you do play as the rodent, dude, and it's really fun. I love being able to look at the environments and figure out what I'm doing. There are hidden collectibles. There are puzzles to solve, platforming to do, enemies to fight or avoid. I recommend avoiding because you're not very powerful, I discovered in this game. But it's great, and I'm sorry, there's a lot of PlayStation VR games that I didn't get to, like Astro Bot Rescue Mission and Tetris Effect, but I did manage to play Moss and I loved it. It's lighthearted, good times. If you haven't tried it, be sure to pick it up. It's well worth the $30 price tag. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright guys, we're moving on now. Let's jump into number 9, and then we have Kirby Star Allies, a game that nobody, and I mean nobody, would pick probably on their top 10 games of 2018, but this guy did. Because it's my choice of what games I enjoyed the most, and I really enjoyed this game. I mean, I get it. I get what a lot of the critics and gamers were saying about this game and why they didn't like it, and I'm not even going to disagree with them, but I just had so much fun playing it. I love the multiplayer aspect, and while the game is incredibly easy when you have a team of 4 people playing this game with you, the amount of fun just increases that you have. There was so much stuff there, and then they did do 3 updates, one of which made the game more challenging for you, so there is that. I also have to mention that I absolutely love the art style, the graphics. The final boss fight is honestly probably the best final boss fight I've experienced on any game. I enjoyed the final boss fight more than games like Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey. That's how good this final boss fight was in this game. Like I said, the soundtrack is fantastic, and if you've played all the Kirby games like I have, this is Kirby fan service. You can play as so many of the other characters from previous games. I just absolutely love this game. I highly recommend you get this game if it's ever on sale. I'd say it's worth about 40 bucks, not 60, but all the same, it's just very enjoyable, and I'm quite pleased with it. Number 8 is Yoku's Island Express. I really don't know what else to tell you guys. It's Metroidvania Pinball. Come on, I mean, look at this world here. It's Metroidvania with pinball mechanics. That's right, you don't actually jump in this game. The only way you traverse is by basically playing mini pinball everywhere. As a beetle. I don't know what else to say about this game. It's absolutely fantastic, and you know what, Yoku, this guy needs to toot his own horn, and so does Team 17, because this game was fantastic, and the developers, Villa Gorilla, were phenomenal. The soundtrack's great, the mechanics are great, the character and the art style is stunning. It's just a beautiful game. I loved it from head to toe, and if there's another indie title that I highly recommend you try, this is one of them, man. Seriously, what does it say? Metroidvania Pinball, guys. Metroidvania Pinball. I just don't think you're appreciating this. Metroidvania Pinball. It's awesome. And I do hope that they make a sequel. If you ever get this list, or if you ever see this, Team 17 or anybody that made this game, please, sequel. Yes? You're gonna do it? Great, thanks. I knew you'd come through for me. Pick up this game. Number 7 is Octopath Traveler. The only RPG game I basically played this year. I'm sorry, I heard there were some pretty good ones out there, like Valkyria Chronicles 4, which I do have now. I got it for Christmas, but I haven't got around to playing it. But Octopath Traveler I did, and I really enjoyed it. Not everybody's story resonated with me. There are 8 mini stories, and that's basically what sells this game, is you play as 8 characters who team up but work individually in terms of story progression, and each story is just really unique. You can pick each one you want to do. You don't even have to finish all of the stories to technically quote-unquote beat the game, but it's a cool concept and it's something different, and I think that's what I appreciated about Octopath Traveler. Not to mention that I jumped back to doing the graphics and art style similar to that of the SNES era, which I always enjoyed. It kind of reminded me of Chrono Trigger a little bit, but the art style is fantastic. I really do like the leveling up system. The combat's really enjoyable. Like I said, not every single character was my favorite, but there were some definite standouts, like, for example, Primrose. Her story is just fantastic. It kept me playing for, 60, 70, 80 hours. I don't remember how much time I put into this game. But if you're looking for a great RPG on the Nintendo Switch, Octopath Traveler is an excellent choice. So do give this game a shot. It's worth the $60 price tag, and it's number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6 is Runner 3, a game that is on nobody's radar, and nobody seems to have played it, and I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, this game, guys, it's a rhythm platformer where you play as Commander Video, who has to save the day in some of the craziest and most bizarre rhythmic platforming environments I've ever seen. I mean, look at the background. What on earth is that thing, and why is it staring at me? Gosh, that's scary. Anyways, but I was wrong about this game. I gave this game a B- on my review, and I kept coming back to it after I did that review. There was just something about this game that drew me back to it, that made me go back to it time and time again throughout the entire year. And when it came right down to it, I realized just how good of a game this is. I mean, you want collectibles? This game has collectibles. From gold bars to gems to stickers to hidden unlockable levels that are just fantastic. I mean, you want boss fights that are crazy and fun? This game has boss fights that are actually crazy and fun. You want content? This game has a lot more content than I ever thought. And when it comes to replay value, man, like I said, I kept going back to this game time and time again. If you haven't tried Runner 3, please do yourself a favor and go try this game. I've seen it on sale for $10 on the Nintendo eShop, and it is worth that $10 easily. I would say 20. No problems there. Alright guys, number 5 is a little bit controversial, and I understand why. I get it. A lot of people were disappointed in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. I mean, I wish I could say I didn't, but I really did enjoy the story. I enjoyed Lara's conclusion. I thought the challenge tombs were the best out of any of the 3 games in the trilogy. Shadow of the Tomb Raider did a lot of things right, and I feel like a lot of people focused on all the things it did wrong, but I feel like, honestly, it did most things correctly, and I absolutely love the breathtaking environments that you could explore as Lara, all the collectibles there were, the people you could interact with now. Lara's outfits I thought were just fantastic. I did, like I said, enjoy the story, and the collectibles, reading about it, you started to learn a lot more about the history of the place, its inhabitants. It was just a really good time. I personally thought this game was well done, excellent, and I do hope Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix choose to make a 4th one. I don't mind if they change a lot of things up even. I just feel like they do a really nice job with these games, and I hope they continue to do them going forward. Coming in at number 4 now, ladies and gentlemen, is of course Super Smash Bros. Ultimate! Oh, everybody's favorite game on the Switch right now. It's good. No, really, it's good. I don't know what I can say that can add anything different. 70 plus characters, 100 plus stages, 900 plus songs, customizations galore, all-star mode, spirits mode, classic mode, fun mode. If there's a mode called fun, this game probably has it. Seriously, I'm going to be spending hundreds of hours into this game. It's really enjoyable. It's just that good. I have nothing left to say about this game other than you should really pick it up if you own a Nintendo Switch. It's fantastic. Oh, and side note, Incineroar sucks. Seriously, he's just an awful character with awful moves. There, I said it. We're moving on now. And of course, at number 3 is the game that I will not shut up about, Celeste. My favorite indie game of the year, 2018. It is a beautiful game about climbing a mountain. Good times. Stellar platforming, excellent character development, a wonderful story, meaningful collectibles, fantastic art style, superb soundtrack. Yeah, this game has it all. The level design's great. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say here. I mean, I'm just at a loss. Sometimes you just get games that touch you in the right spots. And not in a sexual way. I mean, they touch your heart, okay? Pull your head out of the gutter. And this game does that. It did. It touched my heart. It was a really well done game. It deserves a standing ovation. I can't believe it's only number 3 on this list, honestly. But there were 2 other games that beat this game out in my list. So just know that I love you, Celeste. You're fantastic. And if this was 2016, for example, you probably would have been number 1. But you know what? There are other games out there like God of War that existed this year, and I am so happy I played this game. God of War is beautiful. I mean, literally, just by looking at it, it's beautiful, but it's a story about Kratos and his son. Boy! He doesn't even get a name at this point, because boy was the quote for 2018. And if you're into crazy, awesome action, fun combat, and the best boss fights around, baby, God of War is that type of game. I mean, from head to toe, this game screams polish, and I just have to commend Santa Monica for all their hard effort on this game. I can't wait for the sequel to come out. If you haven't tried God of War, if there's any game out that you're probably really missing out on, this is it. Pick up a PS4 just to play this game. It is worth it, guys. It's just, oh, so good. I might have to jump back in and play it again. I think I will after I'm done recording this. Alright, guys, and we are now at the number 1 spot, which is this. That's right. It is, in fact, Detroit Become Human, my favorite game of 2018, and I know it's not what you're expecting, but if it's one thing you can take from the top 3 games, is that I enjoy single-player campaign experiences more than anything else, and if they bring me an excellent narrative, they're probably going to get on this list. And you know what? When it comes right down to it, Detroit Become Human's narrative is one of the best I have played in any game in my life. I mean, I love Marcus, I love Connor, I love all the characters. The character development in this game is fantastic. Beautiful soundtrack, beautiful graphics, stunning artwork, and it actually brought me to tears on several different occasions. And when a game can make you think this deeply that after 2 weeks from playing it, you're still thinking about it, you have something special. And I just wanted to say thank you, Quantic Dream, for all your time and effort on this game. I personally enjoyed it, which is why it gets the number 1 spot for me this year. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. This has been my top 10 games of 2018. Sorry it took so long to get up, but I have it up now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so I can keep on going. Not that I wouldn't anyways, I do this for free, so whatever. But I'll see you guys on the next video that I do. I am out like a trout. Let's go do this in 2019 now. Have a good one, guys.